And I've never done any interviews, even with Quantum. Not on his YouTube channel.
Charlie under attack.
That has to be
Alpha
really
under attack.
the amount of time I have. I have some spare time here or there, but that's it. So you're the first one. And as everybody can tell, I am not Quantum.
Alpha under attack.
There's been some sort of weird conspiracy that...
Yeah, that was a conspiracy going around that he was Quantum. That is true. He's right. He is accurate about that. I even thought that for a minute.
Alpha under attack.
That he uses me as a mouthpiece. I'm my own person. I have my own ideas just like everybody in your audience does. And the better person that's
Alpha under attack.
right position. And, you know...
Isn't Susie Lou still
Bravo,
doing her
under
own
attack.
thing on her website, like still reacting and people are paying her? That's what I've
Alpha
seen.
under
I don't
attack.
know. I don't follow her and don't really give a shit, but
If you have a minute, I can kind of tell you the beginning of how I met Quantum.
Bravo
Actually,
under
yeah,
attack.
go for it, and we'll just wait for
Alpha
chat to
under
come up with
attack.
some questions.
yes, I'm toy too.
Hell yeah, go for it, man.
Sure. So kind of the origin story. I mean, originally, I'm the
Bravo
guy
under
that's big
attack.
into audio and video.
Alpha
and
under
Quantum,
attack.
obviously, he does the video side of it. And years ago, about a decade ago, I went down to Best Buy, like a lot of us do, and I had my TV professionally calibrated. You know, spent $300
Alpha
to get this
under
calibration.
attack.
I had bought the top-of-the-line plasma TV of the day. Brought it
Oh,
home after
God.
spending thousands of dollars on this
Beautiful
TV.
angel blossom,
got it
thank you.
professionally calibrated.
Alpha
And when I
under
looked
attack.
at it, compared to my older TV, I was like, it just did not impress me. Everything felt dull, and I went for a couple months like that. And I tried to do my
Alpha
own
under
calibrations.
attack.
And over the
RB
years,
Casual, thank you for
that is
becoming
what
a member.
the industry said, and that's what they call a reference calibration.
Right.
And to me, that like this is my preference. So
Yeah,
people may
Gara's
have other
right.
ideas about what they like. But
Gotta
this is
let
my
people
preference,
grow.
and I wanted a little bit more
Alpha under
pop
attack.
to my television set. I mean, hey, you spend $4,000 on a TV, you want it to look impressive. You know what I mean?
Oh, hell yeah.
So without it,
Alpha under
this
attack.
was back in like 2013 when I got that TV. A decade later, I run across this guy Quantum for the first
Bravo
time,
under attack.
and he was doing these calibrations.
Alpha
And
under
he
attack.
was going in there, but he wasn't doing a reference calibration, and that's where the big disconnect is between, you know, Magician, Classy,
Alpha under attack.
Vincent from HDTV Test, all these big guys.
Yeah.
Bravo
They
under
will do
attack.
reference calibrations. There's a set standard for that, and these guys do a very
Alpha
good
under
job at
attack.
it. Quantum is
Not according to Quantum.
really, no pun intended, he is the black sheep. He's the guy that's doing it different than everybody else.
Alpha
And a lot of people
under
get
attack.
caught where they call him a scammer, this or that and the other, because they thought he was trying to claim that he was a quote-unquote reference calibrator. And that kind of got lost in the mix on a lot of...
Wasn't he saying that he was a master
1 minute
calibrator,
remaining.
though? And the thing is, he was selling calibration settings, if I'm wrong. And he can beat Toy 6 at the time. That's good. Every TV is different. You have to go to someone's home, even if it's the same model. I think that's where people have an issue. Fine, he doesn't do he has his own fucking weird ass thing with calibration. But you can't say you're calibrating someone's TV when you're just giving them blanket settings on your fucking Patreon or whatever the fuck he has. That's where I think the issue. I need 69 your shoulders or world break guy. He will get this.
Try to relax your anus, your shoulders.
Teammate game.
Punish Misty, I could calibrate your holes anytime.
The conversations can still come up. He's not a reference calibrator. He's never claimed to be a reference calibrator. And for me, going from a reference calibration that was done professionally by Best Buy, me personally, I was not looking at that myself. So when I ran across him and I saw what he was doing, I was like, wow, this guy's got an interesting take on this. And so I started commenting in the comments section, and he commented back. And that
Max Metal, thank you for being a member. Red Rocket Cucumber.
Eventually, over about a month's time, we had a good dialogue back and forth. And some member had mentioned hey, why don't you guys get a Discord? Because it's kind of hard to follow comments across multiple YouTube videos.
A lot of people,
So-
Foil Grim.
So he's like, well, I don't know much about Discord.
Yeah, he
And
said he was like a
I've
pioneer
never
in TV
downloaded
calibration.
the
That's
app on
right,
my- I've
Abby.
never used it on anything. But I was like, hey, I like helping people too with the knowledge that I've gained. So I'd love to give you a hand. So I wanted to become his founding moderator. And the Discord, which is
Yeah, and he goes after his competition, Tickled Bruno. That's the other thing, Anonymous, is that he's vitrolic, and for a guy who is a astute copyright, abider, he wasn't. You saw those videos, Anonymous, he had with HDTV Test where he was just straight up ripping footage. And maybe you should talk about it here. What was up with that video of where he just had a ripped clip from a Disney movie? Again, we're only 16 minutes in. This is over an hour long. I'm probably asking questions that are going to get answered. But he's a fucking strange, complex dude.
pretty heavily talked about. I know you've checked out and have a few screenshots.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
But we went in there with all good intentions, just talking about video. And we got into audio, because that's a subject I love, and so we had multiple channels. But one thing with
What's up with Quantum and not be able to balance his audio channels when he makes, like, audio-only vlogs? Yeah, people at Best Buy, that's a good point. I've known people that are calibrators there, and they're not great. So that may have been a problem, too. You know, you need, like...
is he does not pull any punches, and some of his thoughts are definitely not PC and for everybody.
And, well, no, I can't say that's fine, because wanting to see other people die is not fine, full stop. He's a scumbag for that. But you want to have hot takes on movies, you want to have hot takes on Elden Ring, Anonymous. I'm talking to you, but I'm talking about Quantum. I don't care. But if you want to have hot take, I am the king of hot takes. And I deal with it all the time. But you have to be, if you're going to dish it, you got to be able to take it. He couldn't take it. That's the problem. And Anonymous, I'm sure you've heard this about him. I know you're here, I'll say it to you. He thinks it's all about Elden Ring. I didn't even play Elden Ring when I first made my initial videos on it. Didn't even touch it. I bought it, but I didn't even open the fucking game yet.
1 minute remaining.
Dude, it's so strange, his thing with like being a black racist dude, essentially. This is what it seems like to me.
And that would almost be okay if you stuck by your guns, because everybody has different viewpoints, good, bad, or indifferent. And the thing that bothered me
30
initially
seconds remaining.
was he would make a statement outside of the audio-video realm, and then somebody would take a screenshot of it or whatever, and would say, "Oh, I didn't say that." That was another moderator that I.
Anonymous, if you're here, I don't know if
10
you answer.
seconds
Why does
remaining.
he take my Christian straight man thing, which I'm not? What I think is that he's closeted. Whether he's attracted to men or women, I don't care. I would never look down at anybody for that so long as it's consenting adults. And I don't care that he's Christian. But why does he always try to twist that into an attack on him? Do you know? Has he ever told you about that? Carlos is beheaded. I gotta find Steve, man.
They gave the keys to take care of, my Twitter or, whatever the place would be. And I just didn't like that he didn't stand by his statements. I understand he was going to get some fire for the things that he said. But it really bothered me that he didn't own up to it. And the way I am is, if I say something, if I put something out there, if it's controversial, I'm not going to back down. I might try to clarify it. I'm not going to back down from it and say, hey, you know, this wasn't me. And
Double kill.
Well, admittedly, Quantum said, like, career-ending shit. I don't know what the fuck happened, Steve. I used him for cameo, but I can't find one. But it doesn't even matter if it's something small, I've noticed with Quantum. He just has to be right for the sake of being right. It's baffling. I was only here for Carlos. I'm unsubbing. I'm sorry, the bird is gone. What resolution you looking to get at? I actually recommend, and it's been really damn stable with me, which finally Elgato, they kind of lost their way for a while. The Elgato was like hard to get during like the tail end of the 7th generation, but then they lost their way for a while. If you're looking for a budget, like 1080p standalone card that you could either record to a computer or a micro SD card, I recommend you actually see gameplay through it here all the time. The AverMedia Live Game Recorder 2 Plus. I'm going to have Anonymous on this week. I have a phone number for him someone sent me.
Teammate
like, I think he said to send me, so. The next Saturday is the bug. Zybug. So if you want, there's the Elgato 40K 60 Plus. It's an external 4K capture card you can capture to an SD card in 4K HDR 60. But it'll pass through 4K Live Gamer Portable 2 Plus, but it'll only record in 1080p. Quantum's not racist, so a lot of black people in Horizon games get played.
Teammate game.
He's nuts. In a fictional world, he's worried about fucking skin color. Oh, dude, we'll watch that too. We'll watch that too if we ever get through this.
so that
Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus.
Thrusts.
I just took a dump so hard I could hear the air pressure change in my toilet pipe. Jesus Christ.
did bother me. And as I talked to you before, the latest thing that happened that really kind of blew out between me and him
Right.
was when you put up that military video calling out the veterans. And the thing is, he did have a bad experience, and I'm not going to get, into details on his personal life. He can do that himself. But he's told me about them, and he's had some also serious health issues because of the military, so I'm told. And so I was like, that's what you should clarify. I mean, that's what you put out, and that's what I asked him. I was like, hey, can you
Still doubt that I don't know.
I think you should walk this back or at least clarify it. Because that really hurt me being a 9/11 veteran. Because right out of high school, I joined the military. 9/11 happened. And I got to go through that for the years I was in the military before I got out. And that really hit me at a personal level. Because if you were, I don't know how old your audience is, but during that time of September 11th, after that happened, there was so much pride in this country.
Core taken.
It was, it bring you to tears. It was amazing the heart that this country had. And for somebody to talk down on the military, I can understand if you don't agree with the policies or the commander-in-chief. I'm not a fan of the president, but I still respect the men and the women in the military. And that really hurt me for him to say that.
Taken.
Yep.
And so that's where we came to Loggerheads, is I was like, you can't say that. And I knew it was heading towards a big blowout. And his big blowouts is
He always has to be right. He always has to be right.
What bothered me is he always, if somebody didn't kind of go lockstep with what he said, if you
No, really?
were on the outs of this thought, then he would decide, well, I don't need you around. And, you know, during our
I'm
Discord,
shocked.
at one point we'd had like 1,200 people in the Discord, and he wound up in one day deleting over 1,000 members in one day.
Oh,
And I was like, what?
How the fuck? Like, and deleting them?
Taken.
What are you doing? He's like, I'm getting rid of all the inactive. And the reason why he did that was because there was, quote unquote, leaks coming out. People were getting screenshots, probably yourself included, of, you know, stuff that was going on there, of statements that he said,
That he said things that he swears were not real.
that he posted.
Cord dropped.
But once again, he wasn't standing behind his beliefs. And so instead of, you know, looking at himself like, if you're afraid somebody's going to see what you post, then maybe you shouldn't post in the first place if you don't have the constitution to stand behind your own words. So I was like,
Oh,
you're gonna
he
delete-
just did that, Anonymous, with the Pulse nightclub shit. Someone proved because they clicked on the link of his vile comment and it went to his channel. And the thing is, he still has that hateful. I'm changing the link to. Actually, I have Nara's YouTube channel in the description, so.
everybody.
Yeah, but Wings is harmless. Yeah, he banned Femboy Tyler for being called Femboy Tyler. Femboy Tyler, I don't know if you're here, he like instantly banned you just because of
1
your
minute
name.
remaining.
So that they can.
Probably because he got a boner and he wanted to hide it. I don't know Anonymous' straight up beliefs. I don't know. Yeah, you're here. Okay. Like I said, didn't he ban you right away just because of your name? So ridiculous.
30 seconds remaining.
Why does Quantum talk so much in trash about the Yet promotes himself as nationalistic as? Because, dude, he was, and the thing is, he calls himself a Christian straight man, and then in those Pulse nightclub comments, he was like disavowing religion. Now, being objective, that was
Revenge.
6
10
years ago.
seconds
Maybe he
remaining.
became religious. I don't know. Okay, Anonymous. That'll be an interesting stream this week. Holy shit.
Can't give out any more screenshots. That didn't make any sense to me, because I always thought, you know, an open policy was always the best.
Yeah, Quantum
Good
Fees.
ideas
As a
versus
vet
bad
myself, I
ideas in
didn't
the
have a great
marketplace of
experience.
ideas.
exactly.
That's-
Yeah, you still respect the veterans, because even if you don't like the politics
Invasion.
or the
Defense.
politicians and how they use the military, those people are still putting their lives on the line. You know what I mean? If I farted into a pipe and connected to my mouth with a valve, can I hook a flywheel use the energy to drive a fart car? No, you would just smell your own fucking fart and throw up like Steve.
That's what seemed like the thing to me, you know. And so I asked him about that, and he would, every time I would question him on what he would do or what he thought, he always would double down with me. And I never really did get through to him on a lot of things, on any of the controversies. I wish I had.
No, you couldn't get through to Quantum TV? I am shocked.
I mean, who knows? I don't really know why that he acts the way that he acts. In some regards, he's a great person. In other regards, it's questionable. You know?
Right?
That's a nice way to put it. You think they will take advantage of NVIDIA's low pricing decision? Hope so. I like competition. Immensely.
I mean, we all have people that, you know, we watch, and we don't always agree with them 100%. Just because you're a follower of somebody doesn't mean you have to agree with them 100%.
Well, that's true. I always tell my audience that. I'm not looking for blind followers